I guess I've always been the reliable one in my family. You know the type. The guy who fixes what's broken, pays the bills when no one else can, and gets the "can you just text" at all hours. I'm 35 now, living in a small 2-bedroom apartment in Houston, but it never felt like my life. It felt like I was running a customer service center for my parents and my sister, Emily. It started small, like it always does. My mom would text me late at night. "Sweetie, our internet is down again. Can you take care of it?" Or I'd get a Venmo request from Emily labeled groceries again. At first, I didn't mind. I told myself it was family. That's what you do, right? My dad used to say, family takes care of family, but what he meant was, you take care of us, son. When Emily got her car towed, I paid the fine. When mom's car broke down, I covered the repairs. When dad forgot his property taxes 2 years in a row, I wired the money at 3 a.m. so they wouldn't lose the house. I even footed the bill for Emily's wedding dress, because mom said, "She's your sister. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing." We had a family group chat called The Crew, and it was always buzzing, mostly with stuff they wanted. Mom would send Amazon links. "Could you get this for me, honey?" Dad would text, "Need a loan for the fridge. Can you swing it?" Emily would chime in with, "Hey, just a little short this month." It was constant. I tried to believe it was love, that if I helped enough, they'd finally see me, that one day my dad would look at me the way he looked at Emily when she walked across the stage at her graduation, that my mom would say, "I'm so proud of you," the way she did when Emily bought her first house on my down payment. But it never came. It was always more. More requests, more guilt. "After all we've done for you," mom would say, dad's voice over the phone. "It's not much, son. Just a little help this time." Emily, with her perfect smile, "You know I'd do the same for you." And I kept believing them, until one day, it all broke. The cracks started small, like hairline fractures I didn't want to see. One day, I noticed a charge for a streaming service I'd never heard of, $18.99 a month. When I asked mom, she brushed it off. "Oh, that's just Emily's yoga app. She thought you wouldn't mind since you're so good with these things." I did mind, but I didn't say anything. Then there was the electric bill. It used to hover around $120, but suddenly it jumped to $300. When I asked about it in the family chat, Emily replied, "Oh, my AC's been on nonstop, and I guess dad's been using the garage for his woodworking." Sorry, no one offered to help. Another time, I logged into my cell account and saw 2 new iPhones had been added, both on installment plans under my name. I texted the family chat. Me, "Hey, who got new phones on my plan?" Emily, "Oh, those are for the kids. You know how they need to stay connected for school and stuff. Don't be such a Grinch." Dad, "Relax, son. We'll pay you back when we can." That when never came. There were also the little things, like how Emily always changed the subject when I asked about the vacation she took with her husband, and how mom's voice got tight when I asked about the check I sent for their taxes. "It's just so complicated, honey. You wouldn't understand." I felt like I was standing in a house that was slowly sinking into the ground, and every time I tried to patch a crack, another would appear. But I kept telling myself, it's family. They're not doing it to hurt me. They just need a little help. That's all. Late at night, though, I'd lie awake staring at the ceiling, phone buzzing beside me, feeling like a wallet with a pulse. Something wasn't right. But I wasn't ready to face it yet. The moment it finally broke me wasn't loud. No screaming match, no plates thrown. It was a message, one sentence in the family chat. It was Emily's birthday, and I'd planned everything, paid for the catering, the venue, even her new handbag. Over $600. I showed up early to help set up, and as I walked in, I saw a notification on my phone. A new message from mom in the family group chat. The Crew, it read, "Let's not invite him to the wedding. It'll be less embarrassing without him." I froze, my heart hammered in my chest as I scrolled up, hoping it was some horrible mistake. But no, it was a full conversation. Mom had texted, "It's Emily's big day. And you know how he always makes it about himself." Dad chimed in, "It's better if he just sends a check like always." Emily replied with a laughing emoji. "Exactly. I mean, it's not like he's family. Not family." I stood there, holding a tray of cupcakes I'd bought. While they joked about how I wasn't really part of the family, just the wallet who funded their lives, my hands were shaking, my face burned. I thought about the times I skipped vacations to cover Emily's rent, the nights I stayed up helping Dad navigate his taxes, the holidays I spent alone while they took trips I paid for. And for what? So they could mock me behind my back? It wasn't just the betrayal that broke me, it was the clarity. They never saw me as family, just an ATM. I set the tray down on the table quietly, carefully turned, and walked out of that house. For the first time in my life, I didn't say a word. And for the first time, I knew. This was it. That night, I couldn't sleep. I sat in my living room, the glow of my laptop casting shadows on the walls, scrolling through years of transactions, emails, and texts. Every notification ping felt like a punch to the gut. But I kept going. I started with the family chat. Every Venmo request, every, "Hey, can you cover this real quick?" I screenshotted them all. Then I logged into my phone plan and exported a PDF of the account. Emily's kids' iPhones, Dad's new iPad, even Mom's smartwatch, all charged to me. Bank statements told the rest of the story. Thousands in temporary loans that were never repaid. Auto payments for utilities at their house, their streaming services, their gym memberships, all under my name. I dug deeper. I remembered the time Emily's husband asked for my help with a small business investment. I found the emails. He'd used my name and credit history to secure a loan. They'd opened a checking account with me as the silent cosigner. The more I uncovered, the more the years rewound in my head. That Christmas I didn't get invited, but they sent me photos of the new furniture I'd unknowingly bought. The birthday I spent alone because they were all at a spa on my card. I even found old voicemails from Mom, the sweet ones that ended with, "You know we'd be lost without you." It wasn't just about the money, it was the manipulation, the guilt trips, the casual "you wouldn't want your mother to worry," the "Emily's struggling, she needs her brother right now." I sat there for hours, piecing it all together like a detective at a crime scene. My pulse was steady, but my jaw clenched so hard it ached. I wasn't going to let this slide, not anymore. I backed up everything. Screenshots, PDFs, voice memos. I even called my bank to request account statements from the last 5 years. I was building a case against the people who'd been bleeding me dry under the guise of family, and they had no idea what was coming. It happened at Emily's bridal shower, a brunch I'd paid for. Of course, the room buzzed with small talk, champagne flutes clinking. I walked in, a USB in my pocket, heart pounding like a drumbeat. As the laughter swelled, I connected my laptop to the big screen. "Calm, steady. Before we toast the bride," I said, my voice slicing through the noise. "Let's see what family really means." The first slide showed Venmo requests. Mom, $500 for emergency. Dad, $800 for car repairs. Emily, $1,200 just for now. Then the bank statements, utilities, phones, streaming services, all in my name. Murmurs turned to gasps. Then the audio, Dad's voice saying, "He'll cover it. He always does." Mom's soft laugh. "It's not like he has a family of his own." Emily stood frozen, her mouth trembling. Dad shouted, "Turn that off." But his voice cracked. Mom tried to speak. "Honey, we didn't mean." I raised my hand. "Don't." The final slide. A group chat screenshot. "Let's not invite him. It'll be less embarrassing without him." Silence. I looked at them. My family, pale, small, scrambling for words. Then I turned off the screen, gathered my bag, and walked out. For the first time, no one stopped me. My life now feels like it's finally mine. I switched jobs, consulting for a company that values my skills, not my silence. I joined a local hiking group, bought a kayak, even started dating someone who makes me laugh like I haven't in years. I changed my number, deleted the old family group chat, and set strict privacy settings on everything. When my phone lights up, it's not them. I cook for myself now. Small dinners in a quiet apartment that I pay for, only me. No more midnight Venmo requests, no more guilt. Freedom tastes like fresh air, like peace. Looking back, I see it clearly. I wasn't their son, their brother. I was their safety net, their backup plan, their endless credit line. And I let them use me because I wanted love, because I thought that's what family meant. But I've learned family isn't about shared blood or last names. Family is about respect, about mutual care, about choosing each other, not guilt, not manipulation. I don't regret walking away. I'm not their wallet anymore. I'm a man who finally chose himself.